cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host, your boy, George Mackay, here in the Straight Talk Studios. Well, a section of the Straight Talk Studios that you have not seen before. That's right, this is a wall that never really gets any love, so I figured, what the fuck? Might as well use this old TV and make it my display screen. And also, somebody who you've seen a lot on the show, he is a dead wall. No, I'm joking. Please help me welcome the one and only Uncle Bobby.
I mean, I feel dead, but thank you, sir, for having me. Of course.
No problem. Having you, it's a team. It's a package deal.
I know, but yeah, no, it's been a rough day for Uncle Bobby. So, excuse me, I'm yawning because I'm just bloody exhausted. I haven't slept in I haven't had a good night's sleep in 2 weeks. So let's hope this episode of MLW Fusion and this fourth cup of coffee I'm drinking today will assist.
Absolutely. It's only about a 45-minute episode, but we know we got a lot of good stuff packed in today. Before I give you the match card and we run that down and then we do the watch along, big breaking MLW, actually big breaking wrestling news. That's right. The young GOAT, Myron Reed, MLW, contract complete. He will not resign. He is officially a free agent, and it sucks because he just had that sweet heel turn before the end of his contract the last 6 months or so. Boom Fight Club, we were just getting into the meat and potatoes of that. And now it's no more. So what they choose to do, if they choose to add another addition, maybe like a Jordan Blade, like Alex Kane did say on
that would be awesome.
Would be awesome to definitely get some featherweight in the Boom Fight Club. But regardless of the fact, the young GOAT, what a run. What a legacy left behind in MLW. And this kid hasn't even scratched the surface yet. And we got to big him up because he's been on the show so many times. He's given us his time. And just an honor to know him, an honor to call him a friend. And wherever he goes, big, huge acquisition for whoever picks him up. Go ahead, Bobby.
Myron's going to thrive wherever he goes. Like you said, friend of the show, great dude. I have yet to meet a person within the world of professional wrestling who's got anything bad to say about Myron Reed. When we had Joe Dombrowski on, Joe put him over. Myron has been one of the brightest spots in MLW. He's been one of the guys that keeps me coming back to MLW. Not the only one, obviously. There's lots of great talents there. But I was always like, man, I got to watch MLW because Myron is on MLW. So wherever he goes, he's going to level up that promotion instantly. I hope he goes somewhere where he gets a lot of eyes on him. He's not even hit his final form yet. Like he's just got so much room to get even better than he already is. So wherever Myron goes, we know he's going to thrive. We wish you the best of luck, my dude. And we know you don't need it, though, because you put in the work and you're awesome.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it better myself. So shout out again to the young GOAT. Wherever you go, we go. We're going to watch your career and continue to be fans.
This is going to be the year. This is going to be Myron's year, his breakout, big breakout year, I think.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, legacy left behind, multiple middleweight champion, multiple match of the year candidates, multiple just amazingness. And like I said, this kid hasn't even scratched the surface of his final form. And we know when he does, he's going to be the undisputed best professional wrestler in the entire wrestling world. And that's just a fact. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And now for today's match card. It's a pretty solid one. We got Jacob Fatu versus Ben K from Dragon Gate. I'm excited to see what this young man can do. We got Alec Price versus TJ Crawford. And we have the debuting Trish Adora versus, I believe, also the debuting Gia Scott. So we're going to definitely get some featherweight action. And again, shameless plug for myself. If you like Trish Adora and what you see today, check out Straight Talks Wrestling Archives. I did have her on the show when she was in ROH and when she was running for the gold in that women's tournament. It was her, and I also had Roxy, aka Roxanne Perez, on the show, and that's when ROH was really redeveloping their women's division, and it was a great conversation speaking with her. So, Uncle Bobby, without further ado, you ready to rock and roll on this one?
Yeah, but before we do, just want to drop out. Obviously, it's not MLW related, but it is wrestling related, and our condolences out to the family of Jay Briscoe, Jimmy Pugh. He obviously was passed away, tragic car accident, and a big loss for professional wrestling. Word from everybody is the dude just loved his family more than anything in the entire world. So our condolences out to him and to everyone who knew him and worked with him. So
absolutely. Thank you for stopping me on that. I did, not that I forgot. Like you said, it's been a day and that slipped my mind, but condolences to the entire Pugh family and the Briscoe fans' legacies with this guy left behind. A tragic loss for the wrestling community. And the life cut extremely short. And
not to start things on a somber note, but I did want to just drop that on there because it's it's a big loss for pro wrestling.
Absolutely. Well, you're not starting things on a sour note because we already started, and now this is like midway of the sour note, and then we're going to move on to MLW. So it's okay. Fair. It's okay. All right, and here we go. Without further ado, MLW Fusion 163 in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Ooh. Well, gotta turn it down. Gotta turn it down. Oh, we're gonna get copyright issues.
Not gonna get copyright issues.
Well, no, it's. I mean, it's not like it's not available for them to see on YouTube, but I also don't want to have like the episode in the background because if you have it at a different section than I do, we get that double back play, and it's going to sound like a clusterfuck for our listeners. And we're enough of a clusterfuck.
I'll keep my audio up. I'm right now. Let's just make sure we're on a good timeline. I'm on 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm about there. 30, 35.
Okay. Oh, Matt Stryker's back on commentary tonight. Like I said, Jacob Fatu versus the debuting Ben K while debuting into MLW from Dragon Gate. I'm excited to see this guy and what he can do. I don't think everybody they brought in from Dragon Gate has been absolutely amazing. And Hammerstone versus Nduka update, but we already know where this is going because Nduka is also a free agent, no longer with MLW.
And we're launching right into that women's match with Gia Scott making her way to the ring.
I don't know much about Gia Scott, but you know, I did check her out briefly this morning because I wanted to see there are a couple matches available on the internet, and the fighting style's on point. She is very technical. She does do submission wrestling in a pretty awesome fashion. So it's going to be nice to see what these two young ladies bring to the table for sure.
Be wrong, but I think I just saw her recently working Holodead as well. Not in MLW, somewhere else, but yeah, this should be an interesting competitive match here. Not familiar with this lady, of course, familiar with Trish Adora.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if I'm
think we're
not mistaken,
first in Trish Adora and her skill set for sure.
I believe she is the Pan-African diaspora champion, which is pretty cool. So that's like anybody who was part of the African diaspora.
Absolutely,
it's a cool concept for a title. The Afro Punk.
It's a good thing I allowed you to. Well, not allowed you. It's a good thing I let you say it because I would have definitely screwed that up. I would have foobarred that name all kinds. I would have totally fucked it up.
Trish Adora, high energy, rocking those. I'm not sure what her background is specifically, but it looks like Ghana colors to me.
I was gonna say it definitely looks reminiscent of Ghana, but I mean, this lady's all business. Yeah, I mean, she's out there slapping fans' hands and stuff like that. But when the bell rings, I want to say honestly and truly, the power game goes to her. But just based on size and stature already, they both look pretty evenly matched right now.
Oh, god damn! Holy shit!
Okay, well, you're definitely ahead of me because I missed that kick. But yeah, holy fuck, absolutely, holy shit!
Just Gia Scott just raining down forearms after that fucking kick to the face. That was
now we got her up Samoan drop. Looks like
fireman carry here.
Nice chop
out of it.
Nice chop. Yeah, I think definitely Gia caught Trish a little bit by surprise. She caught all of us by surprise with that. She definitely smacked all kinds of teeth. I think Trish might have loosened some teeth in that boot shot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jeez, how did she kick out of that one? Trish rolled. That was just a smart. That's ring aware. She rolled her weight all the way over on her opponent's legs to try and pin her shoulders down. What are we going to see here? An Alabama slam? Nope.
Oh, no. Look at the pressure.
Looks like Gia's trying to twist it up.
Oh, look at that. That's wow.
Oh, that's painful.
Got her all kinds of twisted, does Trish Adora.
If I was Gia, I would look to scissor my legs here, try and cut off the airflow to Trish.
Oh, look at that forearm shot again. Trish Adora's bell is rung. Gia Scott putting a staple on it. Fireman's carry.
Like I said, power game, like kind of a similar build to these two ladies, but I think the power game is with Trish. However, early on in this match, Gia Scott really laying them in.
And gotta get the quick 2 count there. I mean, you gotta you got to be impressed with Gia Scott. Like I said, we're not too adverse to her, so I'm sure she's definitely been around. Again, I know there are some matches on the internet from what I watched, pretty damn impressive. But the tactical side is on point because she's breaking the body down. Yeah, she's using her power game, but every chance she gets, she's definitely breaking the body down. Now, mind you, Trish did have the first submission in this match, but yeah, Gia Scott not allowing for that mistake to slow her down at all.
Oh, big shoulder into the gut. And you know me, I always like to comment on gear. Trish's gear obviously fits her perfectly. Really like Gia Scott's gear. Those boots just really pop. Neck breaker there.
Oh, look at Gia, a little panner to the camera, the peace sign with the smile while she gets the 2 count. I don't know. I mean, I get it. You want to have all the confidence in the world, but remember, you're in there with Trish Adora. She's no slouch either. So look at that. Nice crossbody there. Okay, momentum may be in Trish's favor here. Look at that. Ooh.
I like that we're seeing another women's match here. I like that we're bringing it in. So it seems like, aside from Taya and maybe a couple other competitors, MLW doesn't really have a core women's division. It's really just who we're bringing in at the time.
Right. And you know what? I mean, I think now with the departure of some spots, there is some room to fill in the product. Why not build up the featherweights division right now? Why not put a little bit in it? You haven't put much in it since you debuted the division. So now's the time, I think, to actually focus a little bit of attention on these featherweights.
Yeah, and I mean, when we spoke to Alex Kane, we kind of mentioned like MLW does a really good job of in terms of racial representation. He and I think his comment was, I don't think anybody does it better. And another great example here, you have 2 ladies of color, both of them women in this match, and representation matters. So good on MLW for that as well.
Absolutely. But the right now, the fact is that this match has been pretty even. Oh my God, Gia Scott with these forearm shots. That's huge. The 3rd time she's dropped Trish Adora to 1 knee.
I don't know if we're going on the momentum thus far. Gia has this match slap to the face.
How about that clothesline to even things out? Look at that. She just sent her straight to hell. Holy crap. And the belly, that's over. That clothesline ended this match.
Let me tell you, a clothesline can end a match. Absolutely.
Oh, I wasn't doubting it. I'm just saying that, like, we were talking about how Gia Scott pretty much had Trish Adora beating the power game in this match. But look at that. One clothesline and lights out. Game over.
Burst of power. Great job, Trish Adora. This was a good match, ladies. Well done.
Gia Scott is staring at the ring lights, wondering if it was a good idea to step in the ring tonight.
That was a good display from both.
Absolutely.
Gave him about 5-6 minutes or so.
Gia Scott got over too. I mean, she showed she could hang with Trish Adora, which again, I'm sure these 2 ladies are no strangers to each other. There looked like be a lot of chemistry there.
Yeah, which I would have if I was a promoter. I'd be doing the same thing, bring in people who have chemistry. Neither of them have been on MLW before.
Well, you're looking at chemistry right now. I think Ben K and Jacob Fatu is going to tear the fucking house down, chemistry-wise.
Well, let's see. I mean, Dragon Gate is one of those promotions. Like, there's a lot of promotions out in Asia and Japan. Like, you know, aside from New Japan, All Japan, Big Japan, Dragon Gate, Noah. I'm sure I'm missing more that are out there. But yeah, so you know, it's hard, especially out in the West, to keep track of all these other promotions. But if you look at Dragon Gate and some of the talents that have come through there and some of the guys that are there now, some really, really good wrestling. It's impossible to stay on top of everything, but don't sleep on Dragon Gate. There's some good talents who have come through there and are still there.
Absolutely, 150%. And the talent that they brought in has been great. MLW Super Fight, that's going to be taking place, TV tapings, Saturday, February 4th. So don't forget to get your tickets.
Billy Mack.
And we know that we got Sam Adonis is going to be making an MLW, or as Tekka Underground, if you will, debut very soon.
Why do I know this guy?
He's going to be at Demand Lucha on February 16th.
But why do I know him? Who is he? He's I gotta look this
Warrior
up.
Wrestling and stuff. You've definitely seen him.
Oh crap! I don't want to close MLW.
I feel like Cesar Durant has a closet full of the same shirt, pants, and jacket.
Why do I feel like I've heard of this guy?
You have Sam Adonis.
Oh, now okay. I know why I know him, and I hate to be that guy, and I don't mean any disrespect to Sam Adonis. He's Corey Graves' brother. I hate referring to somebody as someone's brother. That's how I've heard of him before. He is Corey Graves' brother, and when he was in CMLL, he ran like a pro Trump heel character, so he got a lot of notoriety for that. Uh, that's why I know Sam Adonis, or that's why the name struck a bell.
Fair enough.
TJ Crawford, I'm familiar with this man. I was gonna say young man, but he's got more gray than I do, so
It's more silver, I would assume, but that's fine. Looks like a very reminiscent.
TJ Crawford.
Yeah, very reminiscent of a younger Steve Macklin, if you will. It's got that same kind of.
Yeah, look, well, let's plug him into the Google machine and see what comes up here.
Now, Alex Price, I do know. Alex Price, I do know. Now, this is good too, because this is like middleweight division, right? So this is good because the middleweight division is a little bit on the sparse side these days. So again, building up divisions, giving these younger talents a spotlight. And it's not a bad thing. I do know Alex Price. I've seen him before in a couple of things, and he's impressive.
Yes, the TJ guy appears to be relatively new. He's been working about since 2016, but can't find anything super notable on him. So again, like good day. Look at the charisma on Alex Price though, and he's Canadian, so we know him.
Absolutely, he's entertaining as fuck in the ring too. So I think this is going to be a good match.
Yeah. Shout out to Canada. I mean, we got Alex Price there. We tie Valkyrie in there.
Canada's all over wrestling, dude. Just all over it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got that. Ooh, look at that tilt-a-whirl and Alex Price
got a little bit of bragging rights last couple of years. I mean, nothing more notable than the longest reigning Impact World Wrestling Heavyweight Champion in history. So,
well, I mean, look at some of the champions in big promotions over the last few years. You've had Kenny Omega, you've had Chris Jericho, a couple of Canadian cats there. You know what I mean? A couple of good
legends,
guys,
Hall of Fame bounders, if you will.
Yeah. Look at this. This is these two guys are looking like we're talking shit here, but this is some smooth stuff that these guys are doing.
Yeah, like
that was a nice little springboard cutter. He didn't get a lot of height, but it looked clean.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't mistake Alex Price. Like, he may only be $175, but the kid's got chops, and he's got hops too.
No, and you know, he's selling his chop there. A little more. I guess I was expecting TJ to be a little more of a brawler and not so agile with his movements there. This is interesting.
Well, the style was technical, whereas with Alex Price, I believe the style, correct if I'm wrong, I believe the style said hybrid.
So yeah, I believe he's more of a hybrid. Oh, little botch on the wheelbarrow. Little bit of a bizotch, but okay, that was
TJ caught him.
Good recovery to turn it in. I don't know if that was the intended move, but good recovery to turn it into that.
I'll give Price credit, man. He's selling very, very good right now. If the plan is to put Crawford over, he's definitely selling it. But I mean, that's the good thing about MLW, right? I mean, people come and go. It is what it is. It's the wrestling business, but they've always got people kind of waiting in the wings to give those opportunities to. So,
hey, it is what it is. We know MLW situation. We've heard Court say it out of his own lips. They can't compete financially with the big guys. So just the nature of the type of promotion they are, you got to remember, like they're more or less a large independent promotion. Like they're a big indie promotion. They're not like publicly traded. They're not, you know, they don't have a billionaire owner. And a lot of indie promotions don't have contracts, don't have the level of production that MLW does. So they're not going to be able to hang on to the top talents for years and years. And they're you know, there's going to be a lot of turnover and people coming in and out and one-offs and all that stuff. That's, like you said, George, the nature of pro wrestling. And not to detract from this action as they're teetering precariously up on the turnbuckle there.
Couldn't have said it myself. Alex Price fighting out of it now, and he's got Crawford in a more precarious position. Here we go. High risk, high. Oh, yeah, no. Crawford.
Sneaky. I like it.
Yeah, look at it. Slips out underneath. There
I'd
we
hit him
go.
with a backstab.
There
right
we
now.
go. Kind of in a, I guess, reverse tree of woe, if you will.
Oh, yeah. That big double stomp. That looked good.
Looks very good. Oh, shit. Price got all of that.
I feel like I might have seen Price at IWS Montreal, possibly.
Absolutely. Price now going to take his shot in the corner, and boom! What a knee strike. Crawford's got to be out cold.
I'm definitely going to be mentioning Alex Price to some of our local promoters because we got to get this kid down here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going for it again. Going for it again. Oh, spent too much time there.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
Nice jumping into Guri there. Those are hard to do.
I think we might be behind. I just got the kind of like inverted slam there in the center of the ring. What's your timeline?
What are you at? I'm at 15:36.
I'm at 16:01.
Oh, how'd you get so far ahead?
Sorry.
All right. I'm at 16:02 now.
All right. I'm at 16:10.
All right, I'm a couple seconds delayed.
TJ Crawford. How about that? Oh,
I love that move.
Alex Price kicked out.
The scooping curl kind of DDT there looks so good. It's like a cradle DDT, I think it's called.
Well, I gotta say, both these guys impressing the hell out of me right now. I'm enjoying this match thoroughly.
This is fantastic. So far we've had four. These are the second pair of competitors that are fresh to MLW.
Mm-hmm.
And if Court is looking to see how these people perform, to see if they're worthy of a spot on the roster given the recent departures.
The reaction for the featherweight match and this match, the crowd is engaged in both matches.
Hey, fan perspective, I'm ready to see both of these guys again, just based off this match alone. And
look at that. Price got all of that. Crawford is dazed and confused in the center of the ring. Oh, what was that? He ran up his back and like kicked him in the back of the fucking head.
That's like a swerve. That's a Isaiah Scott move.
Well, Price
a nod to the former MLW champion.
Absolutely.
MLW.
Great Alex match. Price impressing the shit out of me.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got to get this kid. So Canadian and American promoters, this is a kid to get down to your shows.
Look
that is a crowd pleasing style.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That DDT was nice, but Alex Price, man, in the early stages, Crawford had this match kind of in his bag, much like with Gia Scott, but a couple moves and change of the course, change of the guard, and Alex Price was hardcore.
I thought you said Vegeta Scott for a second.
I said Gia
no,
Scott.
You did. You absolutely did say Gia. I've just been watching so much Dragon Ball Z. I heard Vegeta. Wild. Jacob Fatu, Ben K still to come. So, I mean, that'll be 5 out of the 6 wrestlers on today's show fresh to MLW. Awesome.
Can you believe it that in a couple of months we're gonna get War Chamber already? Like it feels so quick to me.
Oh, we got another Mexican excursion.
Well, they just have Tijuana listed, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen in Tijuana.
Well, it's gonna be some tapings. It won't be a special like fusion or a War Chamber super fight. It'll just be a fusion taping.
No, I get it, but I mean, just the fact to have it listed as Tijuana, it would be more intriguing if they listed it as Tijuana with a question mark.
What happens in Tijuana stays in Tijuana.
I thought that was Vegas.
No, it's just more expensive in Tijuana because you have to bribe the cops.
All right, and they're promoting MLW Insider, and here we are. It's the one and only interview queen.
Hair looks great. So hard to get that bright red.
Absolutely.
I might do red after.
Oh, there you go. So Azteca Lucha, he put that together, and now there's going to be a super card between MLW and Azteca Lucha.
And if that is El Hijo de Vikingo, who is One of the hottest properties in pro wrestling right now. Everybody who sees this guy goes ape shit. So,
What is she talking about EJ right now?
well, don't forget, this is still.
I know. I'm trying to listen.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Was I interrupting your listening experience?
You're a fucking asshole.
Assholes live forever.
So there was a hold to the fight due to financial prize purse, if you will, a purse prize. But now Court Bauer has finalized a new deal, and the match is going to happen soon, according to Alicia.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. We're talking about AO or IO or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, whatever happened with that? The fuck was that?
He's talking about it now.
And as Alicia talks about that, we're going to get the debut soon of one called Manders.
Absolutely. And you know what's cool is that she just mentioned that Pro Wrestling Illustrated is going to do an expose on who they think is behind the card attacks. So keep your magazine stands locked for that one.
Interesting. I think magazines are due for a comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you mentioned that to me.
Yeah, they're I don't know. I feel like, and not even necessarily paper magazines, like online magazines. I would like to get like a monthly PDF issue of a magazine. I would pay $5 a month for something like that if it was good content. We got the figures, pre-orders.
We got the accessories.
Yeah, due in fall of this year. Plus, yeah, I think I might wait a bit on those. I might wait to pull the trigger. Wait to see if my bonus comes through this year.
If I do get one, I'm only going to get really two that I'm interested in, which is Fatu and Hammer. And eventually, when they get a holiday, I will definitely purchase a Richard Holiday.
Of course, we continue to send our best wishes and positive vibes out to Richard Holiday. We know he's going to kick out. But man, look at that's a lot of gold. Somebody said to me the other day, do you think that MLW championships are too big? And I said, kind of. But when you look at them on the dudes that are holding them, they don't look big. Like Hammer makes that shit look small, and so did Fatu.
True.
But I also like that they're unique. Like I think the openweight MLW openweight championship is one of the most beautiful belts in pro wrestling. I love the tag team belt. I think they're almost so nice they overshadow the world championship, which again is unique. It's that big block square design. It's not your typical round oval or W shape. Like it's different. I'm filling time during these commercials on the show here. Like, what do you want me to do? What do I got to do over here?
I was listening. Shut the fuck up. Tail of the tape. We got a brawler versus a Lucharesu. Thank you.
So here's a funny thing about
I can't get a fucking word in today.
No, I'm all over the place. So here's a funny thing about how Japanese kind of take English words and pronounce them. So like pro wrestling is pronounced puroresu, which is kind of like how a Japanese person would say the word in English with their accent. So that's an actual term, puroresu, Puroresu. That's how they say pro wrestling. So it's very unique. So lucharesu is a portmanteau of kind of lucha and pro resu.
I get it. Well, thank you for the language lesson. But as you were talking, Alex Hammerstone is going to join the commentary table.
Oh, hey, it's Hammer.
It's Hammer. So he's going to join the commentary table, obviously keeping his eye on the official, I guess, number one contender, if you will. Yes, EJ Nduka does have a title shot, but Jacob Fatu did win,
And I would also like to extend a congratulations to Joe Dombrowski, celebrating his, I believe, 20th year in commentary. That's something to be proud of. Good for you, my man.
Shout out to Joe Dombrowski. And like I was saying again before I was interrupted, no, I'm joking. Jacob Fatu did win Battle Riot, and he did punch his ticket to cash in a title shot anytime, anywhere. So, and now, without further ado, debut of Ben K.
Pardon the interruption. Sorry, that's a shout out to Aaron Bauer of the Iron On Wrestling podcast. Aaron is the man. He calls his fans, what are they called? Is it airheads? I forget. Something stupid. It's great.
All right. Okay. Look at that, Ben K. Speaking of gold,
Jesus.
Jesus. He puts, I gotta be honest with you, he puts Nduka's chains to shame right now.
That is some gold, bro. God damn.
Uh-oh, is he gonna stare down Hammer? Oh, it gives Hammer a little bit of props.
Like he's putting Brady to shame with those.
And not a lot of people watch.
Oh no, that's okay. That's an inside joke, y'all. You don't need to get everything. Shit. But man, the last time I've seen a wrestler carry that much gold to the ring would have been Mr. Machismo himself.
See, whenever I think of, yes, you're right, Mr. Machismo. So whenever I think of Razor Ramon, though, I think of, again, him losing that, what was it, $100 purse against the 1-2-3 kid? Where he kept losing bags of money? Like, that's what I mean, I get he had the gold chains, but those were bought and paid for. He kept losing real fucking money. Like, you know what I mean?
But remember when Razor was first there, he would come to the ring, he would take off his chains and he would like give the guy, he'd be like, hey, something happens to that, something gonna happen to you.
Oh,
like
100%. But again, to reiterate that those chains were already bought and paid for. So there was no way of really losing those. They probably had insurance, but he was losing actual bags of fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Jacob Fatu looking ready to rock and roll. And we definitely know it's going to be a stare down here between him and Hammer. There will be 100%.
I propose that they change this on his name tag. On his nameplate rather. I think for fighting style, it should just say ruthless. That should be his fighting style. Ruthless. That's it. That's the name of it. That should be a martial art in itself. It's just called ruthless. And it's like Krav Maga, but harder.
True. I also think for his nameplate, it should say, instead of saying just naming a fight style, it reminds me of that song World War IV on the Rough Riders album. Scarface, they're introducing every rapper, so it's like, introduce the next Scarface, and Scarface is like, fuck you. It's like, who you representing? My motherfucking self. You gonna hold it down again? Fuck you. That's what it should say for Jacob Fatu. Fighting style, whatever the fuck I feel like doing today. Wow. Hammer and Jacob exchanging some words. We knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, Hammer holding up the belt, taunting.
He's saying it's mine until I'm done with it. That's exactly what he said. Jacob Fatu.
Yo. Sorry, continue. I apologize for cutting you off.
No. What?
I was just gonna say, is it just me, or do those tights look very Brutus Beefcake inspired?
They might very well be, but whatever the fact, Jake, I like the new gear. I like what he came out with.
I dig it.
He looks awesome.
The
fact that he's wrestling again in no shoes blows my fucking mind. But hey, do you?
Yeah, I see Speedball do the same thing. I'm always just some other people I've seen wrestle with no shoes. I'm like, I don't know how y'all do that.
Well, the mini host asked Speedball Mike Bailey about the no shoes. Like, why are you wrestling that? And he told her, when she had him on the show years ago, he told her that it's a comfort thing, and he moves better without the shoes, as he feels the shoes are almost an anchor when he's in the ring.
Yeah, well, but Speedball is a martial artist, right? And he's like, he can kick. So someone like that is so light on their feet, and they're always conscious of like their balance and stuff like that. I could see why shoes could be a hindrance for him. Fatu, I would want a shoe to protect my foot as I'm kicking people in the face. That would be my rationale.
Well, here we go. Finally, after circling each other for a few minutes, they finally land a strike.
I feel for there. And back with higher quality.
Yeah, Ben K not really intimidated by Jacob Fatu, and good on him. Wow, he takes a shoulder strike, just absorbs it.
Ooh, he got knocked Jacob Fatu off balance.
Oh, shoulder strike again.
Oh, the little chest tappy.
Wow, these two going toe to toe with the shoulder strikes. Every side of the ring. Here we go. Last one. No. Oh, showboat a little bit much and got a shot to the face. Oh, man.
He was feeling that one.
Absolutely. Jacob Fatu hits you. It doesn't matter what part of his body he uses. It's all like dead weight, man. It's just like getting hit by a brick wall after brick wall, man.
Did you see that video of Daniel Garcia hitting the fan. Oh my God. Just
Yeah.
sent Jacob Fatu flying.
Yeah.
Sorry, you saw that video, right?
Yeah.
So have you seen the older one of Jacob Fatu hitting the same fan?
No.
So for the record, this particular, and that video went around the internet last week of Daniel Garcia like throwing kicks at this guy. This particular fan is actually known for getting drunk and being an asshole and saying things to wrestlers and just being a general piece of shit. And so I guess footage came out last year of the guy mouthing off to Jacob Fatu, and Jacob just kicks him in the fucking face. And it just made me laugh because I'm like, drunk or not, there's a lot of like tough guys in pro wrestling. Not all of them really are tough guys. Like Jacob Fatu is, you know what I mean? He's not playing. If there's a handful of guys in pro wrestling I wouldn't want to mess with in real life, like Jacob Fatu is on there, you know, and he ranks pretty highly. And and like only because Haku's still alive.
Well, right now Ben K is manhandling Jacob Fatu a little bit, but Jacob Fatu fighting back with these shots to the back of Ben K's neck.
Couldn't get him up on that for the body slam.
No, could not. But Ben K's got a lot of how about that? Get thrown right into his gold.
But yeah, I really like this this partnership with Dragon Gate so far. The matches that have come out of it.
I'm not sure if Jacob like messed up on that or if it was like accidental, but it looks like he went to do his signature move and then kind of slipped, caught himself, and then still hit the move. But definitely looks like it wasn't planned on both of them.
Yeah, he turned it. It looked like he turned it almost into like an Arabian press. Like he landed with his ass on the ropes and flipped back, as opposed to his kind of, you know,
his signature moonsault.
BME style moonsault. Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless of the fact, I mean, he covered it well, but it looked like it could have went the wrong way very quickly.
Yo, if that was a recovery, that's one of the best recoveries I ever seen in my life.
Well, I mean, again, much like a Myron Reed and much like an Alex Hammerstone, Jacob Fatu not really getting other opportunities to showcase his skills, but MLW, and he makes the most part of it. Jacob Fatu, as far as I'm concerned, deserves to be spotlighted a lot more. I want him to stay in MLW forever, but I wouldn't be ashamed if he didn't re-sign either.
Yeah, I mean, man, I think as much as I would love to see Jacob Fatu stay, I think if he went to like New Japan, holy shit, he would like.
Well, that's
Jacob Fatu,
New Japan for sure. Not so much. Again, I'm weary of guys going to AEW just for the fact that there's such an oversaturated amount of workers there that I almost feel like you won't get the fair shake unless there really is some great creative for you. And I don't want to see Jacob Fatu get lost on dark or mid cards. I don't want to see that.
And I mean, New Japan has a pretty big roster. It's very faction heavy.
That was definitely a mistake.
Oof.
Shit.
I'm a couple seconds behind you, but yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, ouch. Oh, I think he tweaked his knee bad.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Let's see how they are going to recover this one. I don't know how well Ben K speaks English, if they're able to call this one out.
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to watch it play out. But Fatu looks okay. I mean, he was putting a little bit of pressure on that leg, but man, that fall in the ring on the chair, that was not good. He's still in control of this match right now, but that looked dangerous.
Yeah, it really did, like you said, George. It looked like he tweaked his knee. Hopefully he's okay. I think more than anything else, he was pissed that it happened, right?
Yeah,
professional like that.
Second time in the match, right? So
I think if he did end up, just going back to my earlier point, if he went somewhere like New Japan, I just wouldn't want him to get thrown into like Bullet Club and then get lost in the shuffle and not be like, he needs to be, if he's going to leave MLW where he's a top guy, he needs to go somewhere where he's going to be a top guy and not just thrown in mid card. And I agree. I would not like to see him personally go to AEW. I think he'd be better off in other places.
And that's what I'm hoping. Like, I'm honestly hoping for Myron, so just to bring up that point, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Myron doesn't go to AEW. I'm really actually hoping. I hope he goes to
Impact.
Impact, because I'd love to see him reunite with Trey Miguel.
Trey.
But that would be great too, because think about it. You could build them in as a tag team, bring them in the tag team division, let them have the run at the tag team titles, and then have Myron flip heel and have them go at each other for the fucking X Division title. That would be goddamn incredible.
Or, and this is again wishful thinking, Dez is killing it in NXT and good on him, but bring Zach back and you have the Rascals again. You have Myron, Zach, and Trey in Impact.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, the damage was done by Kimberly. I mean, even though it was proven to be false allegations, you can't recover for something like that, man.
You can't. So we're getting to get distract from this nerve pinch that's going on. But there was some time for Zach where like nobody really wanted to take a chance on him. It was more so, I think, the photo of him with the Hitler mustache that really fucked him from when he's like 16 years old.
At a moment like that where all this is kind of coming, you want to distance yourself as much as possible. And it's unfortunate that the distancing was from Zach himself.
Yeah, and I mean, Circle 6 was promotion to really be like, okay, we're gonna book Zach, which is Atticus Cogar and Co, and they're all friends, they're Ohio boys. But once Circle 6 took a chance on him, then more people started booking him, and now he's starting to get his reputation back. I don't know if Impact would take a chance on them because they're very progressive in terms of that type of stuff. So yeah, I was almost hoping like a couple months ago, I was like, I wonder if MLW would bring Zach in to work with Myron, but then we had the move to Boumaye, and I didn't see that happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever Zach goes, I mean, as long as he keeps getting those bookings, the best way to build his reputation back up is to do what he's doing, just put the work in. Yeah. How about Ben K right now?
Holy shit!
And wow, look at that! Dropped him center of the ring. Here's vintage Jacob Fatu. Here we go. This could be it. There it is.
That underhanded strike he does, man. I love it.
How did Ben K kick out of that?
I'm just glad he was able to pull that up and he didn't, unless he's working through a hurt knee. Oh, look at him. Right away grabbed his knee. You see that?
Yeah, I did. He could be selling really fucking well, though, too.
I think he just fucking worked through the pain. I think he just fucking sucked it up and worked through the pain.
Said it best.
I think he's hurting.
A fall like that would take a normal athlete out of this match, but Jacob Fatu is not a normal athlete, and that's the truth. That actually is the truth.
Your connection cut out on me, yo.
Yeah, you keep stalling. You keep kind of breaking. I'm
not. Sure there we go. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, but Alex Hammerstone said it best there. So.
But yeah, Hammer said it.
Yeah, he said it best.
Yep, I concur.
Yeah, Fatu is he's got Ben
K. Those back strikes suck.
But I don't know if he can.
It feels like you're getting slapped on the back every time.
Yeah, it does. Oh, my connection froze. There we go. Oh, Ben K's got him up. Oh. I'm not. Oh.
No, Fatu. Yeah. Another. Oh, fuck. He just slapped him into next week.
And then kicked him in the face for his troubles. Holy shit. Wow.
Man. You froze, and it's like frozen on you doing this.
You're freezing too. What can you do? Technical issues. There's not much we can do about it.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. We had some technical issues, guys. I apologize for that. Can everyone hear?
Yeah, I had to scratch my balls.
That's nice. That's nice. Apparently, there's a screenshot of me out there somewhere going like this. So that'll be good when that drops.
But we're back to Ben K and Jacob Fatu, and these dudes have been kicking the shit out of each other.
Well, did you just see those like 5 shots to Ben K's face, and then the using his forehead,
a headbutt?
Yeah, Jacob Fatu now on the top rope, and top rope has not been his friend this match. And
he's calling out Hammer,
focusing on Hammer way too much.
And he got caught there.
A lot of time. See, a lot of time to recover.
Got caught looking. Ben K, look.
What are you thinking about the new commentary team of Matt Striker and Joe Dombrowski? I don't know if it's official or not 100%, but Matt Striker is back again today.
I don't know. I have my volume down, but Striker, I got no complaints. Can't see him being bad. I mean, I liked
him in Impact. And I liked him in WWE.
Yeah. I thought Rich was pretty damn good.
Absolutely. Ben K now. Wow. Wow, he got fucking Fatu all the way up. Holy shit.
That dude is strong. Now both. Oh, Ben K.
Trying to get over.
What
Trying to
a
get over.
last minute shoulder. Last second.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Couldn't be any closer than that. Holy fuck. Wow. Incredible. What an incredible. I got to say, all the matches today have been freaking incredibly entertaining.
This has been a excellent hour of wrestling.
Absolutely.
Very little segments, just let's get some matches out, and they've been good. And
they've
new
been
faces, which is great.
Yeah.
I think if I'm management at MLW, I really got to be pleased with the quality of matches I'm getting out of these new faces.
Well, these two going shot for shot right now. I don't know if it's a good idea that Ben K wants to go into a striking battle with Jacob Fatu, but it's happening.
Hey, I don't know. Ben K's been holding his own all match.
Actually, I'll give it to you. This is the longest I've ever seen somebody go toe to toe with Jacob Fatu and give it back to him just as much as they're getting it.
Like, look at those headbutts.
Jesus
God damn.
Christ.
Ben K is saying it is over. He's yelling something and into the ropes.
He did the "it is over" signal.
Yeah. And he ate a foot. And there's the pop-up Samoan drop.
All right. Oh, wow. He got crazy height on that, too. Holy fuck.
And no problems with that BME, and that should do it.
Yeah, there you go. For the 1, 2, 3. There you go. Jacob Fatu for the win. But holy shit. What a match. Ups, downs, top rope issues. Aside, these two took it to each other.
Dude, that was a fuck up. He slipped. He slipped and turned it into like an Arabian press. Sorry to cut you off. That is crazy. Sorry, please continue. Slips, turns, upsets.
Jacob Fatu, I told you it was a fuck up, but he covered it up well. But no fuck up on that last one, and he got it. And working through the pain or not, fucking held it down. But I gotta say, I don't mind seeing him and Ben K go at it one more time, because this was fucking one hell of a match.
Hammer looking displeased as well.
Hammer not looking happy. Jacob Fatu cutting Hammer off, just takes the mic and starts talking. Oh. Wow. Bit of respect there from Jacob Fatu. Well deserved. Calling Ben K one of the toughest. I would have to agree. That was one hell of a fucking brawl.
Sure was.
Should be some please come backs. That's what there should be.
Definitely. Carefully doesn't clock you with that gold. Yeah, so Ben K does not really speak English, clearly. Heard that yell come through so clearly from your end.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the show of respect and sportsmanship. Jacob Fatu showing some love to Ben K.
Well, because Fatu's not really the heel anymore. He's like a badass baby face, kind of.
He's the Stone Cold Steve Austin of MLW, if you will.
Yeah.
Man, I hope we get more Samoan chop shops. I love that shit. That was the best.
I don't think the Samoan SWAT team's going anywhere.
No.
Hopefully. At least not for another year.
Oh, Hammer taking off the headset. He's done talking. Look at Joe's face.
Joe, look at Joe. Joe's selling it so good. Setting up super fight. That was a good episode. Great wrestling on that.
Great episode. There's not much bad stuff you can say about that. Internet issues aside. Before we go, what did you learn today, Uncle Bobby B? That MLW's got a bright future? Because I agree.
Yeah, looks pretty good to me. And I learned I got to watch more Dragon Gate. Clearly, look at the caliber of talent that they've sent over. If that's any indication of what they've got, shit, I got to start watching it.
Absolutely. Well, as always, I'm your host, your boy George Mackay, as I clearly do have my feet up and I am relaxed right now. Beyond belief. Internet issues aside, peace, love, and wrestling. See you guys next time. And don't forget, all our socials are in the link below. And that's Uncle Bobby B. Say goodbye, Bobby.
Bye, Bobby.
Later, guys.
Ciao.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.